good. Lakers looked like they were just going to run away with this win tonight, that they were just dominating the Boston Celtics in the first half, just couldn't miss from three. They were shooting the lights out, and they just kind of kept letting Boston hang around, and Boston ended up pulling it off. Walsh ended up just getting really hot, and they were doing all the hustle work, and just they clearly wanted it more. And it's summer league, so it sucks. It would have been nice to be one of those four teams. Chances are we're probably not, because I think there are four teams that are undefeated. But regardless, it's not about necessarily the wins and losses. Of course, we want to see the Lakers win. We want to see them go undefeated and win the Summer League title. But in reality, it's more of like, what else what are the key guys, the important guys, the significant guys, the guys that have a chance to make the roster or be on a two-way? What are they contributing? How are they looking? And I continue to see and be impressed. Colin Castleton and Hodge really continue to stand out for me. I think Colin Castleton, again, just continues to show his intangibles and his ability to make plays. He is such a good passer. And he's so decisive and quick about his decision making. I love to see. He'll catch the ball. He's got the ball, whether it's at the top of the key, in the middle, wherever, and he just surveys real quick and then makes a decision. Whether it's rising up for that mid-range, he'll do a couple little fake passes to get the defender stepping back and then kind of just raise up. Saw that a couple times. Saw a couple times where he just made these just beautiful look-ahead passes, and they were just right on the money. It was great to see. I still continue to be impressed by Colin Castleton. I really do believe he has the potential to be like a Marc Gasol. I'm not saying he's going to be maybe that good, all-star defensive player of the year type Marc Gasol, but the intangibles and what Marc Gasol brought to a team, right? A guy that could, yes, defend. Yes, he could, dish out assists. He was a great passer. You could run your offense through him at times, and then can also shoot it from pretty much anywhere on the court, right? Castleton, he needs to work on his three-point shooting, but he's only taken 3, I think, in Summer League. But regardless, he has shown enough, in my opinion, to show some real flashes that he's going to be a basketball player. He's going to be a guy that I absolutely believe will be on the Lakers roster at some point. Maybe not so much this year. It is very possible, if the Lakers go get Christian Wood, maybe they bring in Hodge or something like that, because at that point, they might be looking at we got AD, we got, say, Christian Wood, we got Hayes, and then we got several guys that if we want to go small ball, we go small ball with. Let's leave Colin Castleton on the two-way, maybe bring in a Fudge, something like that, because Fudge, he was really sloppy in that first half, but defensively, he's really good. Right? He reminds me of a Jared Vanderbilt type player. And I'll definitely break down all the players and whatnot once we get to the end of Summer League and when all is said and done. But Hodge, he's KCP. I mean, the dude is KCP 2.0. He has said it himself. That was his comparisons. I've said it here on several occasions. He's a really good, solid, hard-nosed 3-and-D player. He hustles. He can shoot from pretty much anywhere. Doesn't try to do too much. Plays within the schemes. He gets after it. Works hard. Right? I really think the Lakers found their KCP replacement. And he's 24, so he's older. So he understands the game better. He doesn't try to do too much. He doesn't try to be Superman or anything. If he's open, he takes the shot. If he's not, he passes it up. He plays defense, get after it, dives after loose ball. This is a guy that I could see if the Lakers get another big man in free agency, I could see them bringing in Hodge, right? Because the only other position besides the center position that you could argue is the shooting guard. Right, because yes, you have Austin Reeves as your starter. You could go D'Lo, his ability to shoot, he could play the two at times. And then obviously Max Christie. You could also move in Taurean Prince to the two guard. But beyond that, right, it wouldn't hurt to have a Hodge that can come in and provide quality minutes, defend on a high level, and be a 3-point threat. I could see him kind of getting some run. Right. I could see him getting some quality minutes for the Lakers throughout the course of the season. I don't think he's not gonna get heavy minutes or anything like that if he makes the roster, right? Not gonna be getting 30 plus minutes, but I could see him get, sparing minutes here and there. Maybe has a game or something where, he gets 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But all in all, I really have been impressed with these two guys. Max Christie continues to just show he's one of the best players in the Summer League. The guy can do everything, and he's not even going 100%, right? Like he's out there just kind of coasting, but you just see the ability to shoot off the dribble, ability to stop on a dime and pull up, get after it defensively. He has the ability to knock down the three ball. He's shooting like 60% or something like that in Summer League from 3-point range. So he's shooting the lights out. He could go every game you watch. He could go for 40 if he wanted to. Like, seriously, like this guy, you just look at him and he's just so much better than everybody. But again, it's Summer League. He's not out here trying to kill himself. Like the Lakers are not going to ask him to try to do too much. Just go out there, don't get hurt, play a couple minutes here and there. Provide. Even part of the conversation is like, is he going to play all of Summer League? And he wants to. I imagine the Lakers allow him to, right? I just think it's good to let him get some reps, let him get some work in. If he does play for the Lakers NBA roster, he's not going to be playing heavy minutes most likely unless he's giving you, 50% from the field and playing elite deep. You never know. You can play good enough to earn the roster spot, but realistically, he's probably just coming in. He's probably another year or so. Not saying that he can't play right now. Like if the Lakers need him to, he has shown more than enough to come in, step right in and play on this roster, right? I wouldn't even be upset if they started him in some cases, right? But in reality, right, you look at this Lakers roster, you got basically your point guards locked up with Vincent and D'Lo, and then you got Austin Reeves, and then, they probably go Taurean Prince at times at the 2 to kind of supplement all of the forwards that the Lakers have, because got to play Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, you got Cam Reddish, Anthony Davis, they want to play at the 4 more. So you got to kind of try to figure that and navigate that. So my guess is Christie gets some minutes. He just doesn't get, I just don't think he's going to get heavy minutes. That doesn't mean there won't be a game or two where he gets 20 minutes or 30 minutes. There might even be a game where he starts, right? Like say D'Lo's out for the night. Maybe you start Christie and move Reeves to the point, right? Because Reeves wants to play point guard a little more. That could be a real possibility. But regardless, I like what we're seeing from Max Christie. This dude is shooting over 50% from the field. He's shown his defense. He's shown his ability to just be a basketball player. In my opinion, he is taking great strides. You see what you saw last year and in Summer League compared to this year, and it's night and day. It's crazy how much he has just jumped as far as a player goes. He's shooting the free throws well, which is nice. He's making plays. He's playing defense. I really love what we're seeing from Max Christie. But lastly, Cole Schweider just continues to disappoint. I was rooting for this guy so bad. I loved what his game, 6'9", great size, right? I was like, can he at least be our Duncan Robinson? And this dude is just like, I don't know, he's Robinson Duncan. I just don't, this dude just, he's not good. He can shoot the 3 ball, no doubt about it. Without a doubt, he can shoot the ball. But unless he is just ridiculously lights out, he is useless out there. Doesn't play defense. He just looks lost. He can't handle the ball. Every time he tried to dribble the ball up the court, they were just going after him and targeting him, and he was just turning the ball over. He's just been so underwhelming. It's almost like he's gotten worse since last year, right? I don't really think that's the case, but I just think you don't see any changes, right? You don't see any significant strides. You look at a guy in Max Christie, and it is just blatantly obvious how much better Christie is than last year, right? And I'm not saying that Schweider needed to make these huge leaps and bounds. No, I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying that he needed to all of a sudden be Kevin Durant or anything like that, but see some improvement, see some situational awareness, see some, just ability to be out there on the court without just wanting to pull your hair out. Like, the guy I don't think he's an NBA player. I like him as a three-point specialist. I think that's great. But in today's NBA, you need more than just a guy that can shoot threes, right? If you want somebody that can get absolute minutes, right? Now, if you want to just bring him in and just have him be like a Matt Ryan that's just at the end of the bench as the 15th guy, just kind of taking up space, and leave him just for like situational moments, right? The end of a quarter, the end of a half, the end of a game, and you need to try to just get a three ball or go get a bucket or something, then sure, right? But I mean, if you're looking for him to come in and actually be a real player on this roster, I don't see it. I don't. And it's disappointing because I was really rooting for him, but I think everybody else that has played for the Lakers in Summer League have all stood out a lot more than Swider has. Even some of the other guys that clearly aren't going to make the roster, right? Like, I just look at him and I'm like, I think Fudge looked better than him, right? I think what's his name, Ba? I think he's looked better than him at times. Not great, but he's just shown the ability to do more. I just look at all the other guys on this roster and I'm like, yeah, we just have, like, everybody can just do more than him. But anyway, those are my thoughts and opinions, and as always, I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree with me? What did you think of tonight's game? Disappointed? How do you feel? Love to hear it. Let me know.